Okay, working in an office with two women, I would like to state, I've said it once, I've said it, I believe this and said this all my life, but it is actually true, and I'm going to get Warren to come in and film it one of these times and catch it on video. But women have dirtier minds than men.
You made noise, Jen. Sounds like you're next.
And I'm just gonna make one up. I am grateful to have learned. Well, let's do some alliteration. Persistence, patience, and practice while participating in our business.
If you wanted to be a real alliteration, you would have had to call it a business. Just so you know. Business time.
It's business.
Any specific rocks for today, guys?
Neither John nor I are going to be able to get to court today to set up a handset that doesn't have a cable.
So there's a handset there that doesn't have a cable. I see. Okay.
Is it a matter of just dropping off the cable, or?
Yeah, well, we still have to set the phone up.
Dropping off a cable and plugging it in, and then whether we choose to set up the phone there or remotely is a different story.
Well, I did mention that there's two Cat 6 cables at the old desk.
Oh.
Remember?
Okay. Yeah, I read that and had no idea what you were talking about. This. Okay. Then let's have them try. I'll call Athena then.
Perfect. Let's get going then. So for meetings, and we'll hit the ground running. So I saw you've also created a number of Jarvis articles.
Yeah, some of them are uncategorized, because I'm not totally sure where to put them. Like, for example, I made one about organization of video project folders. I'm not quite sure where that would be best placed.
This is a policy. And I'll tell you why it's a policy. It's a policy because we're telling someone not how it should be done.
Like, not what the steps
it's
are.
Constraints for, it's a series of constraints,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
We're saying this is what it should look like. This is how these are constraints within you're allowed to do what you're gonna do. So for that reason, it's a policy. I'd like to just share some information with you that we're going to share with the rest of the company. With the amount of work we're currently doing, at the pace of work we're currently serving, without adding a single new customer, we're producing $1,000 a month in profit. Okay? However, dollars of the work we're doing, we're currently not collecting. So I actually don't think right now we need a bigger funnel.
Okay.
I think that's, let me educate myself because I'm reading this book.
Let me educate myself.
There's two systems here, okay? There's a reinforcing system and there's a balancing system. The whole point of this book that I'm reading is that reinforcing systems have cause and effects that amplify the output of a system. Okay, so let's say X customers. I look at this and we're like, okay, we have X customers, we lead to X work, right? Which leads to X invoices, which leads to X cash, okay? We look at our cash or we look at our invoices, depending on which one we look at, and we're like, the input to this system is that it's not enough. But we're really saying we don't have enough invoices because we're not having enough cash. So now let's look at cash and we'll say, fuck this, now this is not enough, right? So then the automatic compulsion in a reinforcing system is to say, okay, well, we better go get new customers, right? But we have a balancing system over here that has X customers, which leads to X work, which leads to, are we charging or not? Right? And we look at this and we say, okay, well, are we charging them or not leads to, that's the balancing system. We can go over here and we can try to do more, or we can just change the fucking input here and change the ratio of charging to not charging. And there's more leverage. There's always more leverage in the balancing system than there is in the reinforcing system. All we need to do is stop giving shit away for free. We actually don't need any new customers at all. We just need to change the distribution of free versus not free work. This pressure is a false pressure. This is what needs to be adjusted. So I'd rather spend, as a sales team, our efforts on convincing existing customers to pay, or offboarding existing customers that don't pay. We're automatically going to get new customers. City Tile's a new customer. Like, we're getting new customers all the time. Bay West is a new customer. We have new customers. This system works, even without Daily Genius having significant momentum, even without having a website, even without doing any marketing. We have enough money to pay our bills as long as we charge for it. So I want to focus here in the short term, 90 days here. So that's just some context, because otherwise we're trying to say we're not selling enough, we're not selling enough. The answer is actually we are selling enough.
If we do the same amount of work and charge for all of it, we can retain the same resources that we're at and just be more effective.
Yeah. Focus on optimizing.
Yeah. And efficiency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his number?
Oh boy. Jason's number. Let me pull it from my text messages. Jason Anderson. He's gonna be probably.
It's definitely a wasp over there. Be careful.
I'm gonna touch it. Oh.
You wanna save it?
Where is it in the window? Where?
Hello.
Hey,
How are you?
good. How are you doing today?
Good. Is this Jason?
It is.
Jason, it's
Down in
Alexander.
Tahoe, we're doing some packing.
So, do you want to still have a call?
No, that's fine. I told Jen that was fine.
Okay, great. So, she told me that this call is going to be focused on lead generation through the website. So, do you want to give me a bit of a summary of your current thoughts? Where are you at today? Do you have something specific you want to focus on? Or then we'll just go from there.
Well, we know what the current lead generation is, which is AdWords and then the AdWords campaigns, obviously.
Yep.
Home Stars.
Yep.
Hotwood campaign.
Yep.
Those are all current campaigns. So when we spoke 2-3 weeks ago, you said you're going to really drill down and see where these were coming from.
And so there's tons of statistics out there that say if you're sending traffic to a page that has more than one thing that customer can do, for example, to your homepage where they could do 20 things, or even to a blog page where they could do 5 things, that the attrition of making the decision between which of those 5 actions to make significantly challenges them making any decision at all.
Give us a call.
Right, because like right now,
I totally get what you're saying.
so like if you were to ask me, should I go do another Google campaign or another Facebook campaign, or would it be better for us to take the campaigns we're running and send them to dedicated landing pages with well-written copy? That's the type of thing that I mean when I say there's an accelerating system called let's buy more traffic, and then there's a balancing system called how good is your landing page and how many leads are we losing?
No, totally. I like it. This is one of the. So that's my primary focus in the next 2 months is how do we get more lead generation, not lead generation, it's the wrong word. How do we get more phone calls?
New customers. How do you get more new customers? Yeah, so the answer is the next thing we should be doing, the thing that I want to do next is I want to build a long form conversion focused landing page, and I want to change where your Google ads are going to run to that landing page instead of to these generic pages on your website.
Okay, what are the timelines you figure on it?
To get you the information?
No, like to get that landing page up and running.
I'm not allowed to answer that for you, but I mean, we're gonna give. I'm not allowed to tell you the answer, but I can tell you that one of my team will give you the answer shortly. Yes, and Everett is going to talk to you next.
He already called me an hour ago.
Yeah, that's his new job. Because this whole conversation about what am I selling you and how much does it cost, it's not my job anymore. I'm just going to come up with the right plan, and then my team is going to make sure that you agree, and then we're going to move on it. Great, that's way better. I love my job already. 10 units more. 10 units better. We made changes. Quarterly planning, I love that shit. We should have had you at the quarterly planning session.
Hey guys, thanks for watching episode 38 of Daily Genius. I'm sure you noticed some of our new drone shots in there today, so make sure to let me know if you like those. Trying the new transition stuff, see how that goes. And new copywriting by yours truly. So look forward to that too. How do you guys consume this content? Do you watch this while driving? Don't watch this while driving. But do you have the sound on while driving? Do you have it on while you're working? Do you put it on between meetings? Let me know when you consume this content, because if I know that I can make better content for you. So please leave that below in the comments. Tell me how you consume this content. Please make sure to comment, like, share, subscribe, you know, all that fun stuff. And we'll see you tomorrow for Daily Genius episode 39.